Hi, welcome back to my new video series where I'm going to pull 3 cards from my new deck, Awakening Intuition, for the first part and second part of each month. So I'm going to get this deck all ready for us. This is my new Oracle deck. And really why I'm doing this video series is so we can get a little bit of intuitive guidance, intuitive tools we can work with to increase our psychic ability, to help recognize our intuition. And these cards from the new deck, Awakening Intuition, it's designed to help you do that, improve your intuition and psychic abilities and teach you about it. But the cards you'll find will have a broader message where there are practices and tools there to increase your self-love practice, your self-care practice, your mindfulness practice. So we're going to pick 3 cards today for the for the second half of May. So this is going to air on May 14th, and these cards will be informing our intuitive practice for the second half of May. So first I'm just going to hold the deck, 64 cards, a nice amount of cards, between my hands and just ask for some messages we can all work with that will be helpful for the second half of May 2023. And this morning I could really feel the energy in my palm chakras kind of heating up and getting excited. So I think we're going to get some great messages. So I'm going to put on my trusty glasses here as I do this. And I'm just shuffling. As you know, there are a ton of different shuffling methods. I'm a professional intuitive. I've been doing this for years. I've worked with thousands of clients all over the world. And what I do is I just look for one card, there he goes, that jumps out and says, hey, I obviously want to be picked. So we've got our first card here, which is Notice Musical Messages. Ooh, I love this because I've been getting some really good musical messages lately. Let me read you this card. Well-timed songs playing randomly when you walk into a room, browse in a store, or turn on the radio may not be random. Hearing a tune that holds special meaning for you or that reminds you of a departed loved one is synchronistic intuitive guidance. Spirit conducts your sixth sense symphony. A lot of S's there. Notice musical messages. This is a really important card. It's funny, I wrote in my newsletter, which you can subscribe to for free on my website, about a song that I heard in my mind when I was thinking about something, worried about something in my own life. Suddenly I heard this song playing in my head that I have not heard in decades. It was a famous song in the 70s, but I haven't heard it on Spotify, in a store, on the car radio for decades. But I heard it clear as day, word for word. And interestingly enough, I put that in my newsletter. The next day I was in the grocery store. I kid you not, the song came on while I was shopping. So the angels were letting me know, and my spirit guides, my own intuition, my higher self, whatever resonates with you, spirit was letting me know that there was a message in this song within the lyrics that really pertained to my life and was powerful intuitive guidance. So just like the card says, for the second half of May, really pay attention to those songs that appear randomly on your car stereo, in a store, even in your own mind, as it appeared to me, just playing in your head there kind of clairaudiently. And that is an important message for spirit about something you're trying to work out in your life or figure out. It can also just be a message of encouragement if you hear a song that's kind of your fight song or your go-get-'em song, or it can be a message from a departed loved one if it's a song that resonates there, or maybe even was one of their favorite songs or a song you listened to together. So pay attention to music. For the second half of May, we'll be getting some intuitive guidance that way that can be really powerful. So let's go ahead and pull our second card for the second half of May. Ooh, got one popped right up. Find healing messages in nature. I really like this because I had a feeling before I sat down to do the cards this time that we were going to get some messages about healing as a theme. So I'm really glad we pulled one that pertains to healing. So let me read you this card. Find healing messages in nature. A robin landing outside your window when you're missing a departed loved one. A breeze kicking up just as you contemplate a career change. A saying scrawled in the sand on the beach that speaks to your soul. Or a puppy yapping happily when you tell a friend you're getting hitched are healing, intuitive messages. Okay, one thing I really like, I'm already seeing some themes here for the second half of May for us as far as getting our intuitive guidance. I think a lot of it will come to us externally. So one thing I teach about a lot in my books is that we have a very powerful internal intuitive system. The four clairs, if you know my books, you keep watching these videos or you get this deck, I'll teach you all about that. What we're getting a lot for the second half of May is a reminder that we can get really powerful external intuitive messages from music, and in this card, from nature. So again, you might, as the card said, be contemplating a career change, and all of a sudden this wind gusts up out of nowhere and whistles through the trees, and you're thinking, it's kind of odd. I feel like that was some kind of message. Or the dog starts barking happily when the phone rings and it's a new romantic interest. You'll start to get those healing messages from nature. Or it could be a butterfly, a bird that someone who's passed on that you love starts to, landing on your window every morning. And that's another external sign that loved one is just trying to connect with you and tell you that you're okay and that they love you. So that's another theme I'm picking up on for the second half of May. We might be getting more intuitive guidance from loved ones and people in our life who've passed on, even ancestors. So look for that for the second half of May. And we will get our third card. I'm really excited to see what it is. But you're kind of getting a sense as we pull these of how much different great information there is in this deck about your intuition and how it talks to you. And remember, in the booklet that goes with the deck, there are action steps, expanded meanings, lots of more information. Ooh, nice card. Release someone else's energy. I immediately hear clairaudiently in my mind that in the second half of May, I think many of us are going to be asked to let go of something, to surrender in a healthy way. So let's read this card, release someone else's energy. Holding another's energy and emotions might look like trying to manage, change, contain, or control them. When another person's energy overwhelms you, separate in a healthy way. If you're lost in someone else's energy, mindfully focus on a different topic, spend time apart, perform a ritual of release, or speak to a caring counselor. Releasing someone else's energy, I think this also could mean releasing projects we're attached to, dreams we have for ourselves. And remember, surrender isn't saying I'm giving up hope, I'm not going to take healthy action steps. It's saying I'm releasing my need to control this situation so that spirit can move in and do even more for you to advance this, to get you a healthy outcome, all of that good stuff. So release someone else's energy. And again, because we've had a theme here of departed loved ones coming in to say hello, check in on us, let us know that we love, letting us know that they love us. It could even be releasing their energy to let them go do what they need to do now in the spirit world and know that they're safe and okay. But really, I think there'll be some great surrender energy in the second half of May as I look at these three cards. And part of surrender can be saying, let me not try and figure this out with my logical mind. Let me even give my internal intuition a break and look for signs outside of myself. The second half of May, we're going to be relying more on spirit to give us guidance, to lead us the way, to put some breadcrumbs through the forest to help us find our path. So another thing I wanted to say about this last card of releasing someone else's energy is that it particularly applies to empaths and sensitive people. So as you may know, I have a new book about empaths called Empath Heart. It is relationship strategies for sensitive people. It's all about being an empath in relationship to people, all kinds of relationships, friends, coworkers, lovers, everything. And with sensitive people, empaths and sensitive people, you really are hyper perceptive, meaning you pick up more easily on what's going on outside of you. So other people's energies and emotions register in your own system as if they were your own. Even being more sensitive to physical stimuli is very common for empaths and sensitive people. So for the second half of May, I really suggest that empaths and sensitive people especially ground into their own energy, keep your healthy boundaries. Remember, you don't always have to absorb and feel with others. You can witness and observe. You can detach in a healthy, compassionate way. So I was thinking for our three themes for the second half of May, I believe they are healing and surrender is one of the themes, getting external guidance outside of ourselves, and that can even include from departed loved ones, and also having your healthy boundaries. Stay in your own energy. So those are our themes, healing, surrender, and getting external guidance and staying in your own energy. So I think it's a really lovely second half of May where we can kind of release a lot and relax and pull back. Let spirit and outside forces do some of the work, and we don't have to always be commingled with other people. So really give yourself a rest and a break and a break the second half of May. So thank you again for being here with me for this intuitive reading for the new Oracle deck, Awakening Intuition, for the second half of May. I'll see you again for the first half of June. Unbelievably, the year's moving so fast. So we post these videos usually right around the 1st of each month and around the 15th of each month. So I'll see you back here again. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel and you'll be the first to know the new video has posted. And I hope these tools work really well for you. I'm so excited to be doing these videos. Thank you for being here with me, and I will see you next time. My new deck, Awakening Intuition, is officially out on June 20th. You can pre-order it now from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or wherever you get your decks. And my new book, Empath Heart, is already out, available at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, or your local bookseller. It's relationship strategies for sensitive people to help empaths and sensitives navigate relationships of all kinds.